What is going on, Gridiron fans? I am the Gridiron Guy, and this is my Week 9 matchups. We have some big games for you today. We have big games that have big playoff implications. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. If you enjoy this video, give me a thumbs up. Click the little notification button so you can see future matchup videos. I also do a mock draft once a week. This week, I am doing a mock draft with first round trades. So stay tuned for that. I'll upload that on Saturday. So, with that being said, let's get started. Okay, so for my first matchup, I have the Packers going to the 49ers on Thursday Night Football. Now, I read a stat that said that no team has ever gone more than 2 time zones away and won on Thursday Night Football. They're 0-11. So, if a team was going to break that streak, I think it would be the Packers. Aaron Rodgers is still playing lights out. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. At times, the Packers struggle to score points. Sometimes. The 49ers are decimated with injury. That defensive line is all banged up. They've lost guys for the year. Jimmy Garoppolo will not start in this game. But the 49ers, Nick Mullins has looked pretty good at quarterback. Not saying he's better than Garoppolo, but he has played better than Garoppolo since Garoppolo's been injured. So I think this is going to be a pretty competitive game overall. But I just can't take Nick Mullins over Aaron Rodgers, even though Nick Mullins he has these incredible games every once in a while, and he surprises you. But Aaron Rodgers does it all the time, so I can't bet on, lightning in a bottle. I'm going to take Aaron Rodgers and the Packers 31-28. Okay, for my next matchup, we got a battle of 2 really good offenses and 2 defenses that love to give up points. So I'm expecting a shootout. We got the Seahawks at the Bills. Now, the Seahawks traveling is not that big a deal. If this game were in Seattle, I would say easily, hands down, this is Seattle. But since it's in Buffalo, this game's up in the air a little bit. You have the Seahawks giving up a ton of points on defense. The Bills do the same thing. They give up a ton of points. These are 2 defenses that have some talent on them, but they give up a ton of points. Both of these offenses can score at will. This game, if there was ever going to be a shootout this year, like a big 50-54 type shootout, this would be the game. Like that Rams 49ers or Rams Chiefs game a few years ago. It was like 54-51. That kind of game could happen during this game. But I think there will be somewhat of some control in this game. If you're struggling on a defense, there is 2 guys in the NFL you don't want to see. Josh Allen and Russell Wilson. But ultimately, I don't want to see Russell Wilson more than I don't want to see Josh Allen. So, I would take Russell Wilson and the Seahawks 34-31 over the Bills. Okay, next matchup, number 3 matchup, I have the Ravens at the Colts. These are 2 really good football teams, 2 big AFC teams at this point. Both of these teams are playing pretty good football, for the most part. On one hand, we have the Ravens and Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson has actually struggled against some pretty good defenses this year. Struggled against the Chiefs defense, struggled against the Steelers defense. So, I don't 100% trust him against the Colts defense, which is easily one of the best defenses in the league. They got Darius Leonard back now. This defense is going to be scary going forward. for any team that has to play them. The Colts are no slouch though. They're 5-2. Wow. At first we were like, the Colts are not doing so well, but now they've rallied back. 5-2. On the other hand, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, they're not impressive recently. They're not impressive. So I don't even think this is an upset, but I'm taking the Colts over the Ravens. I'm taking the Colts over the Ravens, 24-23. I think it'll still be a close one. For matchup number 4, I have the Bears at the Titans. This game's going to be an exciting one, actually, I think. The Bears are... Man, I cannot figure out the Bears. They play well against good teams. They flop against bad teams. They're usually inconsistent. The defense is really good. The offense is really bad. I can't figure out the Bears yet. I still can't figure out the Bears. I do know I believe in Nick Foles. Nick Foles is a pretty good quarterback. I do believe in that defense. Khalil Mack is easily one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. That defense in general is pretty good. But the Titans are, I think, the perfect storm of a team to come and beat the Bears because they run the ball so well. They're good at running the ball, and that is the way to beat this Bears defense. If you don't allow this Bears defense to just pin their ears back and get after you, and you just run the ball down their throat, that's the way to beat them. So, the Titans are coming off an incredible loss to the Bengals, in which they could not get after Joe Burrow. Kept him clean, actually, which is surprisingly because Joe Burrow's been running for his life a lot this year. So maybe that offensive line is actually figuring it out. I might need to make some changes in my mock draft videos. But anyway, the Titans coming off that loss. I think it was just a fluke. I mean, not a fluke, but I think they just had a brain fart. I think they bounced back against the Bears. And I'm taking the Titans 24-20. Okay, so for my number 5 matchup, I have the Saints at the Bucks. This game is going to be so epic because this touchdown record has been going back and forth between Tom Brady and Drew Brees all year. The Saints defense is playing well. The Saints offense is like anemic. I don't know. Somehow they end up winning some of these games, but their offense has been stuck in mud. I don't know what it is. Alvin Kamara is playing great. He's had an amazing year. So I think it's the fact that they don't have Michael Thomas. They are going to be down Emmanuel Sanders, I believe, still. It's just not looking all that great for this offense. So, on the other side of it, the Bucks. The Bucks have been playing top-notch football right now. Not much has stopped them. Yeah, they had this weird game against the Giants. They probably should have lost that game. But the game before that, they beat up on the Raiders. 24-20, right there in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes left. So that game, the end score in the Raiders-Bucks game was not indicative of what the actual game was like. So, but the Bucks have struggled against the Bears. Saints beat the Bears. But I think Tom Brady's got this figured out now. And I'm taking the Bucks 28-24. Okay, so those are my matchups for week 8. Did you enjoy this video? If so, click that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Click that notification button so you can see future matchup videos as well as my future mock drafts. I have a mock draft coming out Saturday. So if you've enjoyed this video, please click the subscribe button. And I am the Gridiron Guy, and I am out.